454 games for Spurs, 173 goals in a lily white shirt, but now could be the perfect time for Son Heung-min to depart from Tottenham Hotspur. Now, we saw last season, obviously the Saudi links were here, and this season they've come back up because the Times have reported that Son Heung-min has got a lot of interest from Saudi Arabia, and there's been many reports saying that Tottenham Hotspur are willing to listen to offers as well. So we got to get into it because let's be honest, Son Heung-min is a Tottenham Hotspur legend, and we can now say that for anyone that doubted that before, Son Heung-min is a Tottenham Hotspur legend. The first man in, well, I was going to say the first man in 17 years to win a trophy, but obviously no one in the squad has been there 17 years anyway, so he stuck with us for a long, long time. He was him and Ben Davis, last two players in from the Champions League final squad. So just shows how much the club has changed by then, and he always maintained that he wanted to stay at Tottenham to win trophies. This season, he fulfilled that, and I think it could just be the perfect time to maybe call it a day. Obviously, let's be honest, last season Son was, even Son would probably admit, he was pretty bad last season, and he didn't look like he was running good. Obviously, we know he had a bit of time out with a couple of injuries. Obviously, you remember the season before, Ange kept on taking off him and Maddison. So that just once again must refer to the fact that he's just getting more and more injuries. I remember it might have been the season before. Didn't he have the hernia surgery as well? So obviously, he's 32 years old now. He's not getting any younger, and clearly his body's starting to give up. And obviously, we always talk about the rigors of the Premier League. If your body's giving up on you, then the Premier League is not a great place to be at, because your body physically is not going to be able to handle it. We've got Champions League. There's more games in the Champions League now as well. So if his body can't handle 40 to 50 games, then I believe it might be the right time to call it a day. And obviously, more interestingly as well, let's be honest, he's got 1 year left on his deal. If he does do the 1 year, then we're going to have to give him away on a free anyway. And let's be honest, with 1 year left on his deal, there's not many clubs that are going to be wanting to pay for him. But Saudi Arabia just brings in a whole different landscape, because you consider it to people like they put in a bid for Bruno Fernandes. They were talking about 120 million euros, so about 100 million pounds. Like, I think we could get probably that much for Son from Saudi, because let's not forget what Son brings to you off the pitch as well. Obviously, I know that sounds very cynical, but we do know the Saudi Pro League, they just want numbers, innit? Like, let's all be honest. They just want numbers and eyes watching them. So if we're being honest, Son brings a crazy fan base. An absolutely crazy fan base. And I can say it firsthand, being at Tottenham, obviously being in the stands, you see the amount of support that Son gets over the crowd. It's absolutely crazy, and all over the world. And I just think if Bruno's going for 100 mil to Saudi, then I think Son's at least 100 mil. And as much as people don't want to talk about it, obviously we've all seen the reports coming out of the club that the club need to sell to buy. So why didn't you sell Son for 100 million pounds? We're not going to get 100 mil for any other player in the squad, let alone a 31-year-old with 1 year left on his deal that couldn't even hack a whole season, probably had his worst goal return season maybe since he first joined the club. I think you got to take the money. And obviously, I know there's a lot of Spurs fans, Son fans, that are going to be saying, you can't get rid of him, you got to respect what he's done. There's no one part of me not respecting what Son has done for the club. But every dog has its day, let's be honest. Like, if we compare it to another sport, sometimes, that I'm not even a horse racing fan, but I think horses sometimes get to that age and they just start, like, they're just waiting to be put down. And I think Son's at that point of his career. Like, let's be honest, he can't do what he used to do. The sprint speed's gone. Yeah, he just doesn't look like he's got the confidence in when he shoots anymore. Remember when he used to go through one-on-one and you just know it'd be a goal? You can't even guarantee that anymore. I'm pretty sure it was Wolves this season. Did he not miss a penalty as well? So it just shows you his confidence starting to go. And that's probably more because he's got no confidence in his body. So let's be honest, the amount of money he's going to make in Saudi Arabia is going to be an absolute joke. They were talking, what, £700,000 a week for Bruno, so maybe he could easily get 1 mil a week. And whilst, yes, people, I know Son last season said it's not all about the money, but if they put the bid down and Tottenham Hotspur say, look, we're accepting this offer, like, what can he do? He's going to have to go. And let's be honest, he's going to make a very, very, very big penny doing it anyway. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments as well, because me personally, I think 100 mil to Saudi, it has to be done. Like, can we really be stupid enough to turn it down? Yes, obviously, as I say, I appreciate what he's done, but 100 M's for Son, like, come on, man. You got to take it. Like, any player in us got. The one player I maybe would not accept that for, I wouldn't. There's not even one player in Tottenham scene that I wouldn't accept that for. So 100 mil for any player, let alone the oldest player in the squad, maybe one of the oldest anyway, that's nowhere near the level he used to be. We've got to take it, man. Like, come on. That is not crazy to say at all. I don't believe anyway, but if it is crazy, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. But one thing I will add before we do go is I guarantee, even if Son goes, this is not till the start of, obviously, after the preseason tour, because if anyone doesn't know, Son are going, no, not Son, Son's going as well, but Tottenham Hotspur and Son Heung-min are going to Asia. Obviously, one of the places they're going there is Korea. So if Tottenham went to Korea without Son, they just forget about it. Like, forget about it, because I have no doubt the Korean fans will probably be fuming that we sold him anyway. And yeah, so I don't think it will happen till after then, but I think it could be a real big possibility, because let's be honest, Daniel Levy loves a pound note anyway, so he's got to be looking at it in a way for me. But obviously, you got to weigh up. Son does bring a lot of paper off the pitch, but it's not going to last forever. And obviously, we do have Yang as well that's coming in, so I don't know. As I say, let me know in the comments what you think about the Son stay, the Son go. Would you sell him for that price? Is 100 mil too little? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please smash that subscribe button, like, and we'll be back with plenty more Spurs conversations. Peace and love, guys.